Hi Libra, how are you? Welcome to your May 2017 love reading. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jane and this is my channel, International Tarot. I appreciate you guys. You guys have been so amazing. I don't know about you guys, but I have been hit really, really hard by this Mercury retrograde in terms of my technology and my traveling and just noise and just, I don't know, there's been a great deal of disorganization going on. So hopefully you guys are surviving okay. So let's go ahead and get started, Libra. I've already been preparing this deck. So let's go ahead. Okay, Hero of Coins. Strength. I'm wondering if there's not a fire energy in your life, or someone with a more fiery spirit. This is the card of Sagittarius. This is a card of Aries. It could also be Leo or Sagittarius as well. It doesn't have to be. I know every reader always says that, but it's good to just sort of clarify. You're in the center here though as the Hero of Coins. Now, the Hero of Coins in this particular deck is more of like a fighter, someone that's down in the trenches, getting their hands dirty, doing what they gotta do. In terms of love, it can really be dedication. It can be, you know, focus. And if you're single, that's focus on like, yes, I want love. Yes, I want to open my heart and to be with someone, and I'll go out with as many frogs before I find my prince kind of thing, you know? You're willing to do the work. And if you're in a relationship, it speaks to being willing to put in the work to resolve an issue or to fix something, okay? Obviously, there are things that don't always go so well sometimes, and maybe there was an argument or maybe there was a difference of opinion of some kind, and you are needing to find some form of creative solution, which I am seeing the Three of Coins here as being a card of creative solutions, okay? And I like the idea of that, creative solutions, because it's kind of like as generic and, you know, cliche as it is, like thinking outside the box and saying, okay, well, I don't want this to be a, you know, a compromise where I have to give something and you have to give something. I really want to find something that's a win-win where we're both really happy. And again, you're willing to do that. You're willing to figure out what it is that needs to be done. There are several coins cards here in this particular, there's like 4. All connected here. Libra, you are the card of balance. 6 of Coins is about balance as well. Well, you're the, you know, scales of justice. You need balance in your life. Now, the 6 of Coins can really be one of 2 things in this particular instance. 1, you're willing to give, okay? And 2, the universe is willing to give to you. So it's kind of like a nice little cyclical pattern you have, kind of like as much as you give, you will get in return. And financially as well, I know this is a love reading, but I'm just going to put it out there. Financially, if you do have money going out, you will have money coming in. Excuse me, I didn't even get my water. And so if there is a financial argument or financial disagreement within you and your partner, like an expense that came in and you guys needed to kind of figure out how to really take care of it or something, don't worry, it will be resolved. Excuse me. I'm sensing a little bit of instability with you, and you're not handling that instability very well. Like, again, Libra, you do need balance. And I think right now, this is actually, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of like, what do I do? What do I do? Where do I go? You know, and there's a lot of like busy energy. And it actually is coming out. The reason why I'm saying this is because it's coming out in my daily readings that I do on Instagram. And this busy energy isn't always necessarily the most productive. And I'm feeling like you're feeling busy. You're feeling like you've got things going on, but you're not necessarily feeling fulfilled by those tasks or fulfilled by those projects that you have. Like you're willing to get your hands dirty, you're willing to do the work, and like even with dating, like you may just be dating. You're willing to do that, but at the same time, your patience is wearing a little bit thin. You're like, okay, I'm doing it, I'm remaining faithful, I'm trying to keep this going, and I'm gonna keep doing it as much as I need to or as much as I can, but it's just like, I'm not getting it, right? It's not coming to me, I'm not getting the solution, I'm not getting the fix or whatever it is. You have been displaying a great deal of not only strength, which is this is the card of strength, sorry for the glare, but you have strength and you have courage, you have patience, you have willpower. I mean, there's all these really positive qualities, and you're willing to do it, but yet you're still feeling instability. Like your partner is slipping away from you, your dating prospects are not so great, or they're not in line, or they're not giving you what you need. Now remember, you do have that 6 of coins, so there is that card of what goes out will come in. But I also don't want to see you spinning your wheels and giving so much. Right? Because then there can be that imbalance as well. And I don't know, there's such an air of willing to try new things. Because I think you recognize, or there is this sense of recognition with the 7 of coins, that what you have been doing, what you are doing, the places where you have your effort, for some reason it's not satisfactory to you. For some reason you're just kind of I think your life is good, right? If you're in a relationship, things are okay, you know, maybe your work is okay, your career is okay, things are okay, but it's just like, is it enough? And is this really going to fulfill me long term? If you're single and you're dating, you're like, well, I'm dating good people. And then there may even be that questioning of like, should I just settle? Or should I mean, this is a really great person. I might not feel that emotional connection, but they're a really good person. Should I give them a chance? And I think a lot of this questioning is sort of coming from something from the past, which we have the 5 of Cups here. Okay, it's a card of longing toward the past, or again, not being fulfilled by what's happening in the present moment, not being fulfilled by what is. And sometimes, remember, sometimes our memories are sweeter than the reality of what those things were, right? So if you are single and looking back towards an ex, and Libra, you know, very common to not let go, right? It's known for always giving exes second chances. Kind of like a little stereotypical thing. Might not be you, but it's a stereotype of Libra. And so you are like, I think there is an element of like looking back to what once was, or what you once had with your partner, or a phase where everything was going well, and all this busyness and all this activity and all this willingness to work and all of this like giving, and but you're like feeling so unstable, but you're still fighting at the same time. And all of this is kind of just leaving you feeling a little bit nostalgic and melancholy, and being like, look, and like having this conversation with the universe. It's like, what's up? Because I'm here, I'm available, I'm ready, I want it, I'm a good person, I have a lot going on for myself. Like, what gives, you know? And there's this probably little dialogue that you're having between you and your higher self, or whatever, you know, God, or whatever it is that you answer to, I guess, so to speak. And I think that there is a little bit of frustration, but yet, I mean, you're not letting your frustration get in the way, which is great, because you are allowing for flow, right? Like, I'm not seeing a lot of blockages here per se. I'm more seeing just having just a little like a little moment. And this temperance, I don't know what this is here, this last row. I'm almost feeling like this Enchantress of Wands is the person, or the person, you know, your affection, the apple of your eye, your significant other. It's interesting to have temperance sort of separating the two with the Five of Cups and the Enchantress of Wands. And the temperance really connecting the two of you. Like, I don't think that any of you are really reconsidering your relationship, or I don't think that any of you are like, I mean, some of you probably are considering an ending of your relationship, but that's going to be a very small percentage. Most of you are in the mindset of, what can I do to make this work? Or what can I do to have a relationship with this person that I've been looking at for so long? Or what do I need to do to have this relationship with someone? Maybe you don't even have a crush, anyone you're really crushing on, and you have this idea of what you want. And I feel like that idea or that person really brings you this sense of peace. And if this is someone that you know, you are maybe longing for the better times, right? You're longing for the better times. You're longing for the goodness and the sweet memories. But at the same time, that's present, but it's not like this overwhelming sense of like, I gotta have that back, right? No, like, you know, you need to move forward. You know, you gotta do what it takes to really make this work. You have strength behind you, okay? You have this incredible power to make whatever needs to happen, happen. You're willing to find that balance, to find that win-win solution. But all the while still, like, it's almost as though someone else, like, you're dependent on someone else and their actions towards you, and maybe they just aren't really, maybe they're not fighting as hard as you, or maybe they don't know how hard you're fighting. Because I'm kind of seeing this Hero of Coins as being very aggressive, and then this Enchantress of Wands as being very soft, right? Like, she's not about to take the first steps towards you. You are the one making the effort toward them. But you feel that it's worth it, and it is worth it. And I know that you love this person, and I know you care about this person very much. And they do bring you a sense of peace. And maybe even on a kind of a little bit of a side note, or a different type of energy that may speak to others of you, if that doesn't speak to you. I'm almost kind of seeing that this is someone with whom you come home to. Okay, and you're out there, you're battling, and this is, you know, other areas of life as well, not just love. I mean, you have your profession, you have your career, you have the things that you do in life, and you're willing to do what it takes to be successful in those areas of life, but at the same time, you do need to come home. And I feel like this person is that solitude for you. And if this is someone that you aren't dating, but you kind of have a little crush on, it's the memory of them, or it's the thinking of them. Now, Libra, you do tend to be one of the more imaginative signs, which is fine, neither here nor there. I just want to warn you to be careful that you're not living so much in your imagination that you are allowing, like, reality to kind of pass you by. So there is a little bit of danger there, right? Like, living in the past, living in those sweet, good memories. I feel like I'm just all over the place with this particular reading, but there was kind of actually a lot. Let me just see if there's anything. I don't think. Let me pull out more. I feel like I was all over the board with that one, but hopefully it makes sense for you, or there's some little tidbits of insight in there for you. And I'm not really seeing a lot of advice, just rather more of like what is, right? And this reevaluation with the Seven of Coins here, this kind of reevaluation, or well, before I say that, let me just keep going, actually. I prefer to do that. Okay. Ace of Wands. See, I mean, there's so much, even though this is a pentacle energy, the Hero of Coins, the Ace of Wands is a fire energy. And I know that you are willing to wait and to fight for, whoops, sorry, my camera. I'm trying to get rid of the glare. For that opportunity for something passionate, that opportunity for something real and for something like somewhat magnificent almost, you know, and I know that you're waiting for that, and I know you're fighting for that, and that's maybe even kind of the dialogue that you're having with the universe and being like, look, I've been wanting this, I've been waiting for this, I'm trying to manifest this, like, where is it? And I think it's coming for you, especially in the realm of love, okay? So if you're in a relationship, it can be the resolve that you're hoping for, kind of providing a little bit of a fresh start for you. If you are single, it could be the entrance of something new. Now, I don't know if that's going to be like the one. It's connected with the fire energy. So if there is a fire person, okay, fire, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, there is an attraction to someone. It's likely that you may have an opportunity for something to really happen. And Justice. See, I mean, the Justice card and the Six of Coins, they really speak to balance. Okay, and this is you, Libra. You are Justice. That is your card, one of your cards. And there is an element of manifestation with Justice, right? What goes around comes around. And this actually, Saturn retrograde is like very about karma. If you have been a good person and you have been doing what you should be doing, and you are, like I said, that you are being a good person. Oh, sorry, I just had to check my time. I'm babbling. I think now is the time when things are gonna kind of start coming around. Six of Coins. You've been giving. You've been pushing a lot of energy out, and now it's time for a lot of that stuff to come back in for you. 2 3s. So you have Three of Wands and Three of Coins right on top of each other, and I love that. I'm loving the fire stuff. Loving it. I see Three of Wands as like things coming in, right? Another message of things coming in. Standing on kind of the forefront of what's familiar, looking out over the horizon and kind of analyzing really which way to go. And waiting for information or waiting for options to really come to you. And then they are coming to you when it's in the upright position. Okay, there's not a lot of blockage there. And the Four of Coins. There's obviously something you've been fixated on. I'm kind of seeing there's like this downward spiral here, or this downward direction kind of toward this person here, connected with the red. The red of the colors here, I'm really seeing as tying everything together. So if this is someone that you have your eye on, your significant other, your crush, whoever, this is someone that I think you either may be hearing from, okay, with the Ace of Wands, or you may have an opportunity to begin a relationship or at least have a conversation with this person. And again, like Three of Wands can also be about, it's an independent energy and it's more about you, but it also does include, you know, the things that you are trying to manifest. You haven't let go of this image. I feel like I pulled this out either a month or two ago for you, Libra. Maybe it was Virgo, I don't remember specifically, but the Four of Coins, there is this fixation, right? And it's almost as though you're not going to stop giving. You're not going to stop trying because you know that your efforts will pay off. I know you know that. Whether it is with this magic person or not, this incredibly special person or not, you know, more for singles, whether it is for that person or not, your idea of this person and your hope and your desire for this person, I think, have not gone unnoticed. And the universe is aware of that. It's just really a matter of like when. Now we have the Four of Wands reversed with the Four of, because interesting, we have 3 4s coming out, 2 3s coming out. These 4s are on top of each other. 4s are about really stability. Like this actually is you not settling, is what I see. Like you're not going to settle. You're not going to take just options. And maybe that's kind of what this 4 of Wands is about, right? 4 of Wands reversed. You're like feeling unstable. You're busy, 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 going, doing everything you got to do. Your mind is like a million places all over the place. You really are doing what you're supposed to be doing, but you're not just like saying, I want a relationship and here's a good person, so I'm going to just be in a relationship with them because they want it with me, right? It's not like you're waiting for everything to just fit, for the puzzle pieces to really come together and to really make sense. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing really great with that. It's just kind of the mindset that I think that you have right now. And I think it will manifest itself in the way that you want because you are really determined to have this. Again, in a relationship, you're not going to settle with a compromise. You are really going to hold out for that win-win solution. If you are dealing with an argument, or maybe with the Venus retrograde and the current, planets go, there's so many, it's like Jupiter, Saturn, Mercury, Pluto, I think, or something. I forget how many planets are going backwards right now. But like we've all been going through so much. There's been a lot of miscommunication, a lot of misinterpretation. There's been a lot of like just issues coming up, coming out. And like if you're married, it's not like you're not just gonna just forget about it or shove it under the rug. Like no, you're in the mindset where you're going to fix the problem. And you're not really going to move on, because I'm seeing the 4 of coins, it's very stubborn energy. You're not just going to just move on until it's resolved. And I think that's good, because when you push problems aside and don't deal with the emotions that are associated with that, especially if the emotions are really quite intense, when you do that, it just kind of fuels fires later on. And the High Priestess. There may be things that have been unsaid. There may be secrets. There may be things, and again, tied together with all the red. I mean, you see all the red here. I feel like it's all just kind of meaning that everything is related kind of to this person. There may be secrets, or there may be things, like maybe for the first time you're going to tell this person how you feel. Or maybe you're not going to go out and outright say it, but you are going to maybe make it less hidden. Make it less known. There is a level of authenticity when the High Priestess is in reverse, because it's like finally you're acknowledging something, you're acknowledging the way it feels, you're not happy with the current state of the way things are, and you're going to actually do something about it, right? You have to vocalize, you have to articulate your feelings, articulate your concerns in order for everyone to kind of move past. The 10 of Cups, yeah. There was certainly some disappointment. Okay, so you may be living in the past because it was better, or in your mind it was better. But remember, memories are usually sweeter than realities. So like when you're living in that moment, it's great and you're having a good time. But 5 years down the road, when you remember back, it's usually like so much better. You know what I mean? So just be cognizant of that. And whatever disappointment you had, whatever ideal did not work out, there's not a lot you can do about that. It just is what it is, and you just kind of have to accept it. And moving forward, you can be more careful with your selection. You can be more careful with your choices. You can, think things through a little bit more. And if this was someone like an ex, right, and maybe things just really didn't work out between the two of you, but know that there is someone. I think there's going to be new opportunities for new things. Another fire energy. This is actually the card of Sagittarius. So you have the 2 cards of Sagittarius. So if you are dealing with a Sag, I think they're just going to be kind of doing what they're doing. And, I haven't done the Sagittarius video yet, but I will. So be sure to watch that one. If you're not dealing with the Sagittarius, if you're dealing with a totally separate sign, I think they're going to be kind of in their own little world a little bit, and they're kind of going through their own things, and that's why they're not really going to come to you, right? They're not really going to cross that bridge and make that effort, because they've got their own life going on. They'll be there for you, and they understand you, and you may be kind of like freaking out, right? And I kind of sense with that Four of Wands that there's like a freak out mindset. But you're keeping it contained. It's not like you're being overly dramatic on the outside. It's just mostly being over dramatic on the inside. And but I think this person is either unaware of what you're going through, or they just, like I said, they just have their own stuff. And the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. I mean, can it get more beautiful than that? There is going to be a chance for some of you to have something real. But remember, aces are potentials, and be careful of falling in love with people based on potential as well. You really want to make sure that you are in love with them based on what is, okay? What it is now, what it is today, how they treat you today, you know, how those things they said make you feel today. Don't be careful not to live in the past, or be careful be careful of the sweetness of your memories, because they can kind of cloud your judgment in the present, and you can kind of get to that point of making rationalizations and justifications for behavior and things that maybe aren't necessarily in your best interest. So just be on guard. But I really think there's going to be a chance, an opportunity this month for some of you to either connect with someone, to reunite, or to rekindle something, like if you're married or you do have a significant other, or to say the things you want to say. And I think it's going to be a really beautiful month for you, but there will still be some ups and downs. I don't think you're entirely out of the woods in terms of some crazy energies going on. It's still a very beautiful, very positive reading for you, and I'm actually very excited for you. So I really wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next month. Bye.